Nobody tells you this when you start bouldering, but the better you get, the more you lose of your personality. Until your entire brain is nothing but colorful plastic. Let me show you how it happens. It always starts the same way. You walk into a bouldering gym for the first time because a friend told you,
Yeah, you should try it. It's super fun and chill.
and it really is. You realize most people here are super friendly. Like, suspiciously friendly. Strangers cheer for you, give you advice, and talk to you like they've known you for years. You think, wow, such a nice community. And then you see him, standing alone in the corner, completely silent, staring at the wall, obsessively trying the same move over and over and over again. He looks very frustrated, slightly confused. But you don't think too much about it, because right now you're just here to have fun. So after your first session, you come back. Not a lot, just once in a while. After all, you're just having fun, right? You start learning basic techniques, and you only climb the routes which look like fun. If something looks painful, you simply don't do it. Crimps? Hell no! You value your fingers. You start using chalk. Not because you need it, but because it feels correct. You also learn the most important social rule in bouldering. You start any conversation with strangers about a route. And 30 seconds later, you can discuss life, politics, and the meaning of existence. At this point, everything is still balanced. You climb, you talk about normal things, you leave the gym, and don't think about climbing again. At least, not yet. Because after a while, something changes. You start coming regularly. Once a week becomes twice, becomes 3 times. Bouldering is now a hobby. A completely normal, healthy hobby. Not a big deal. At this time, you also start to understand grades. And suddenly, climbing isn't just fun anymore. It's important. If you finish a route on your level, great. If you don't, something is wrong. With the route, obviously. You start doing proper warm-ups now. Pull-ups, stretchings, finger stuff. You don't really know why, but everyone else is doing it, so it must be necessary. You also buy your own chalk pack. This is the first irreversible step. Because from this moment on, you're not just somebody who climbs.
You are a climber.
And once you are a climber, you start doing projects. Which means you willingly try the same route over and over again. Not for a session, but for days. Or even weeks. And something strange happens. The more you try a route, the more you start to hate it. Every time a little bit more. You call it
Bad setting. That's not my style. It's too hot in here.
but for some reason you keep trying. And then one day you send it. For about 10 seconds you feel pure happiness. And then you immediately say,
Wasn't even that hard.
anyway, you never touch that route again. By this stage, you also start expecting progress. That is, when you don't improve, you get frustrated. Not normal frustration, personal frustration. Like the wall just insulted you. At this point, the guy you thought is weird in the beginning starts to make sense. Bouldering is no longer a hobby. It's your entire calendar. You don't ask, do I have time to climb? You ask, what can I cancel so I can go climbing? 3 sessions a week is now your rest phase. Your warm-ups take so long, you're completely exhausted before you even start climbing. You bring multiple pairs of shoes, not because you need them, but because each one has a very specific emotional purpose. You don't see normal people in the gym anymore, only beginners and obstacles. You even started rating holes. Loudly.
Yeah. That's a solid 7 out of 10 crimp.
Skin on your fingers is no longer something you protect. It's a resource. You actively calculate how much you can lose before it becomes inconvenient. You don't say, my fingers hurt. You say, my skin economy is struggling. You complain about roots constantly. Not quietly, loudly, to anyone in a 10-meter radius.
This route doesn't even make sense.
You spread your beta like a Christian missionary.
No. They want you to go left, but that's exactly why you go to the right.
You have also developed a new ability. You can no longer see normal objects. Only climbing holds. Fridge handle, chug. Door frames, crimp. Jar glass, pinch. At some point, you stopped touching things normally. Everything is tested, pulled, pressed, evaluated. And socially, you don't meet friends anymore. You meet climbers. All the others just silently fade out. And then there's this stage where climbing isn't something you do anymore. It is who you are. Your entire existence is now optimized for performance. You don't eat food anymore. You consume nutritional strategies. You don't sleep. You recover. You don't have free time. You have active rest windows. You train fingers constantly, while working, while eating, while thinking. Your old keyboard? Too soft. You modified a new one for extra resistance. Emails are now a part of your finger training. Your standards are completely detached from reality. If a route doesn't feel like it might injure you, it's not interesting. If you fail a move, you don't think, that was hard. You think,
Everything in my life has led to this failure.
yes, if you fail, you stand there, staring at the wall, re-evaluating your entire existence. Because of a piece of plastic. You no longer watch normal content, only climbing videos, competitions, trainings. Someone doing a single move for 12 minutes. And it's fascinating. Even your relationships are optimized. You don't choose partners based on personality, but on finger strength, wingspan, and mental resilience on overhangs. What's your arm length? Your max hang? And do you prefer slab or overhang? You prefer slab. Yes, it's more fun. I understand. Well, that's everything. Thank you so much for your time. Sadly, I don't think this is gonna work with us. And conversations don't exist anymore. Only discussions about beta. You don't say hello. You say,
Did you try the yellow one?
and at this point, you slowly realize you have become the weird person you noticed on your first day, standing in the corner, completely silent, obsessively trying the same move over and over again. Except now, you understand. This is exactly where you want to be.